Today we are going to take a look at some retro-themed handhelds. We have the Mario Game&Watch, which is the one that came out a year ago. We have the new Zelda Game&Watch, which came out just a few days ago. We have a super cheapo €5 or $6 China handheld. And we have this, which pretty much resembles the original Game&Watch games, at least in terms of the game and the style of the game itself, which is not pixel or screen based, but has these little LCDs, which you can see quite nicely if you turn it a little into the light. Yeah, so I guess we should probably start with the Mario or Super Mario Game&Watch, which comes with 3 games, which is Super Mario 1 or Super Mario, Super Mario 2 Ball with a Mario, and a timer. I already unpacked that, and here it is. The quality of this is quite nice, and also the screen, we will switch it on in a minute, is quite nice. It does actually resemble the original Game&Watch. I never had one of these, but friends of mine had. And if I recall correctly, they had Donkey Kong themed. Yeah, so you can switch this on the side. You have USB-C for charging. And yeah, let's do this. And you can see we already did unlock one of the secrets in here. I will show you that in a minute. But first let's check out the games. So there's the classic Super Mario. Get a little closer. Yeah. I'm trying to play through the camera here, which is quite interesting. And adds a little lag to all the stuff here. Also, I can't see anything. Yeah, so the screen is nice and bright. Really like that. But as is so often, the main question is it worth it? And we will get into this in a minute. Oh, man. Oh yeah. So I'm playing this through the screen of my phone with which I'm filming. And that is quite hard to do because there's some lag. But I will at least finish this one level here. So there you have it. That is the Super Mario Game&Watch. Let's check out the second game, Super Mario 2. Which, by the way, is, I think, not the official Super Mario 2 we had at least in Germany, and I guess in the US too, which was a different game. Because the original Super Mario was too hard for non-Japanese players, at least in the mind of Nintendo, and so they just rebranded another game they had in stock and put in some Mario characters. So I actually never played this game before. And we have a third game, which is Ball, which is a juggling game. Don't quite recall how this is played. Alright, here you just have to put the hands under the balls, just like in real life. it gets faster and faster and faster. Yeah, and there are actually some sheets or Easter eggs in these Game & Watches. I'm not going to show you any in the Mario, but I'm going to show you some of them in the Zelda one. And yeah, so these are the games. You also have a timer, which is Mario styled, and you can't do anything here. But what you can do here is if you hold A for 5 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you get this, the Mario drawing song. You can choose a language. Let's choose English. Yeah, and if you really want to go on people's nerves, I guess this is a pretty good way to do this. Ta-da! Yeah, so that is the Super Mario Game&Watch. I think that is a bit low on the value side, especially if we take a look at the other things we have in stock here. So let's take a look at the Zelda one. And here's the Zelda one. What I really like about these is that you have these printed plastic covers which slide over the more or less stock-like Game&Watch prints on the front. And you also have the available games here, which is Zelda 1, Zelda 2, this is Adventures of Link. You have Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening from the Game Boy, and there's also a Game Boy Color version, and they didn't use the Game Boy Color version, I don't know why. You have Vermin with Link, which is the original game, like a whack-a-mole game, which was on the original Game & Watch. And you have 2 different timers. One of them is a gameplay timer, which lets you slay monsters, so these are playable actually, timers. And if we take this out, we get this paper stand. You can put these out, and then you can put it like this. Oh, yeah, in theory at least. Yeah, it works great, as you see. And here's the main attraction, the Game & Watch, and the idea is to put this in here and have this stand like this, which doesn't look too great because it's just paper, so, or cardboard rather. Yeah, I know I could also put this out and then it would actually have a little bit more sturdiness, but still looks pretty pointless in this black cardboard. I don't like it, so yeah. But at least this is much nicer than the Mario one, which is just some white cardboard. Both come, by the way, with these USB-C cables for charging and some instructions. And the Zelda one at least comes with 300 gold coins you can use in the Nintendo online store, which is nice. Yeah, so here's the Zelda one. Switch it on. The same like on the Mario, on-off switch, USB-C charging. And if we go into the games, you can see there's Legend of Zelda, Adventures of Link, Link's Awakening, and Vermin. And we have the 2 timers. And if you just go and play the game, that is the very classic Legend of Zelda. And I played this a lot on the NES. And I really love this game, all the Zelda games, or most of them at least. Yeah, so that is that. But there's a catch, and that is if you go into this game and if you go to this select screen here and you hold A for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You go into the game, but as you can see, you have all the hearts. So you can now play and have full health, which is quite nice in this game, especially in the at the start of the game, having all the hearts, where usually you only have 3. So this gives you a huge advantage in this game. Yeah, that is the first game. So let's check out the Adventure of Link. And so if you press the A key for 5 seconds here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again you start. And as you can see, you have full 8 lives, and you have also full stats, full magic and full health. So that is very different than a usual start. I never played this game, I think, or at least not often. I can remember having this, but it was such a departure from the original Zelda that I wasn't too interested in it. Yeah, so that is that. And then we have a Link's Awakening. So you can choose different languages here, which is nice. And if you press, I guess it was here, 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's not it. Ah, okay. So if you press A 5 seconds in this screen, again, nothing, really. So, next try. If you press A 5 seconds here, you have to press it through the game. And then the sound comes. Okay, now it's in French. Great. French is a bit rusty. So you have the shield. And out here you have full lives, or full energy, full hearts. And last but not least, in the Vermin game, there you can, if you hold down A for 5 seconds, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, it blinks, and then you go to the to game C, which is the super hard game, and out we are. So if you press A and hold it on the game selection screen for 5 seconds, then it... I'm way too slow for that. Yeah, and that's it. So if you're good at this game and you want to have another difficulty level, just press A here for 5 seconds on game B and you will go to game C. So that is The Legend of Zelda. One other thing is, don't know if you can see this, this Triforce is actually illuminated. But other than that, that's it. And this did cost me, I guess, 55 euros, 60 euros. Is it worth it? It has a nice screen. It looks very Zelda-ish. But I don't know. It's okay. I'm a collector, so I like this kind of stuff. I would have really loved if they had the metal stand from the original Game&Watch on the back, so that you really could use it as a watch or an alarm clock. But they did not, which is a shame, I think. And they could have done that for 60 euros, I think. Okay, next up we have this. And that is an official Nintendo product. It cost me 5 euros. And it's really loud. You can use it as an alarm clock or you can play the game. And that is pretty much what you would have gotten in the 80s in a Game&Watch, which is this LCD-based game. You can see if you turn it a little. And this moves by itself. You just have to see that you don't die. You can use this as a keychain, and it's styled in the Game Boy form factor, and you can put out this little stand. And that is kind of nice. I like it. It's for €5. This is a great game, and this reminds me more of the classic. This reminds me more of the classic Game&Watch than the Game&Watch. So yeah, that is that. And then we have this. And you may have seen this already. This is kind of a super slim Game Boy form factor console with a micro USB plug on the side to load. I'm not quite sure if you could load your own games on this. Haven't tried that. It does have a very crisp D-pad and crisp buttons. Does have loud enough speaker, which sounds like a piezo, which they brute force music through. And we have start, not quite sure what res does, and volume in, I guess, 4 steps. So off, 1, 2, 3, off. So you can cycle through the different volume settings. But what is cool about this is this kind of handheld was originally part of a mobile phone protector. So we had the mobile phone protector, and the phone was here, and this Game Boy-esque thing was on the back. So you could turn the phone around and could use this to play. But you can buy these on AliExpress and on Amazon and eBay and all the other platforms for €6, at least here in Germany. And if you switch it on, it has a pretty good screen. So that's quite okay. And you have 500 games on this. And you even have what's missing on the Game&Watch Super Mario, which is Super Mario 3. Which is arguably one of the better Marios. Not that the other are bad or so. Yeah, the sound is horrible. But I'm pretty sure you could do something about this and mod this to have better sound. There's quite some screen tearing if you move around. And there are quite a lot of the classic Nintendo titles here. And I think this is pretty much a Nintendo emulator running on here. This is kind of in a gray area if we are talking about legitimate games, I think, or this area could be very dark black. Yeah. But I mean, if you have to choose, let me switch this off. If you have to choose between this, which is a €5 or €6 device which can play one game on an LCD-like display, this which costs €5 or €6, this which costs, I guess, 45 right now, and this which costs 10 times this, then there only is really the form factor and the nostalgia and the Nintendo brand, because this is a good screen, except for the little tearing aspect. It's very portable, and you have 500 games, and you have only 2 or 3 or 4 on this one. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good choice, even though I like the form factor of the classic Game&Watch from Nintendo and the nostalgia and all the stuff. I'm always on the fence if I keep these devices or not, but I decided to keep them, especially because you can hack these and can put on your own games if you like that. but the space on these is pretty limited, so you can't put hundreds or so on there. But that might be another episode, hacking the Super Mario Game&Watch and putting on a different game. Yeah, so that is it for today. What do you think? Would you keep these devices? Do you like these? Would you rather go with the super classic LCD version? Would you go with the Games Power Game Boy-esque device? What's your opinion? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching as always, and until next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Retro is the New Black. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. If you like the video, please share. Every like, share, and comment helps a lot. Until next time, bye-bye.